PNC performing a launch status check at this time. All systems verify ready, resume count, and go for launch. OTC, all good, go. TBC, go. TBC, pilot, go. LPS, Southwest, go. Get flight. Houston flight, pilot, go.
Good morning, Southern California. It's that time to get your lazy ass out of bed and kicked into gear. You are now tuned into the Not So Early Show with Racy and his crazy ass friends. Let's get this shit started.
My style is the bomb, the dang, the dang.
Good morning, Southern California. It is Wednesday, Hump Day, and does it seem like everything's okay? Because we had a power outage yesterday.
I think so.
And I was checking all the levels, and my computer went out of whack after that because I have a double monitor.
Yeah.
And when they both turned off, it's like all the windows went into my center screen, and some other windows were open that I did not command.
Oh.
It was really weird.
That you did not command.
Skype opened. I didn't even know I still had Skype on this computer.
From the pandemic? Is that when you had it?
I think so.
Wow.
Yeah. But anyway, wasn't it weird? The power outage?
It's been an interesting week so far, and it's only Wednesday, so yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well, at least, there's so many, there's backlash. Because I wasn't able to record the whole show, and I put it up on a podcast for us.
Right.
And people weren't able to do it. They weren't.
What a bummer.
So, we couldn't pick up because the mics weren't on till an hour and a half later. That's how long we sat with no power, without opening up the refrigerator.
Right.
Yeah. So anyway, it's a little bit weird.
It happens.
It does happen with the power, but hopefully it won't happen again. We need to get a backup generator for all of our equipment. We're not going to do that.
Oh my God, he's going to turn into a doomsday prepper over here.
Can you imagine that in the living room?
I can't imagine you doing that, to be honest.
Oh my God.
I really can.
It's going to be horrible. I felt like we let a lot of people down when that power went out.
Yeah, I think that Am I the Asshole was getting real juicy.
It was getting good, man.
And then we were gone.
Yeah. Excuses.
There was really a power outage. I swear to God.
All the power in our house went down, and we couldn't stay online because all of our mics and everything were plugged in. And
honestly, I thought it was Ray, and then I looked, and the Christmas tree lights were off, and so
Yeah. The only thing stayed on was our computers because they have battery power. That was it.
True. Yeah. Ray stood on.
Yours didn't stay? Oh.
It stood on for a little while.
When are you going to buy a new computer?
I don't want to cave. I don't need it. I don't tend to cave and buy the big things for me.
All right.
I mean, we're getting there.
Yeah, we're getting there.
I think when it really dies, that's when I'll do it.
Okay. That sounds good enough. All right. Well, it is Wednesday, everybody. What are we drinking? What do you got for coffee this morning?
I'm drinking coffee.
Yeah. What is that?
With a spoon. Pan dulce.
You had pan dulce this morning?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get one.
I asked you if you wanted one.
You know... She wants to offer me pan dulce like three minutes before we go on, so I can keep chewing while we're. When do you find the time?
No.
Yeah.
When songs are on and whatnot,
You're smart about
You're
it.
infamous for your rappers and on air.
I haven't done that in a long time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But we do have some pan dulce.
Yeah. As long as you pay your bill, you won't have any power outages.
We do. We just have frequent ones here in Alhambra. It's bizarre.
And there's a generator across the street from our ass, and it turns on, but nothing happens for us. I don't know what it's backing up.
I think it saves the
power
pumps,
lights,
the sewage, all those things.
Okay.
I'd rather have the power out than the disaster. Yes.
Yeah. All right. I guess that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well.
So, would you like a Maranito, a little?
What's that?
The little pig gingerbread.
You swear I speak good Spanish.
Well, food. Oh, God. Food and some other things.
I feel like we waste time because you have to repeat yourself. And I'm like, I'm sorry about that. I don't understand.
I'm sorry. Do you say puerquitos then?
What's that?
He's like, what? The pig, the little piggy.
Yeah, when you said that, I had no idea what you're talking. I thought you were talking about chicharrones. I was like, well, pigs. I was like, I'm not going to have that with milk. A friend of ours dropped off like a big bag of chicharrones because it's left over from her party.
Thank you, Kristen.
Yeah, and Ronnie I was looking for something to eat with my milk yesterday, and you're like, we'll have some what would you call it?
Marranitos.
No. That's not
Puerquito?
Yeah.
A little pig?
It's fucking gross.
It's
Chicharrones
gross.
with
It's
milk?
a fucking gingerbread, basically.
I didn't know what it was.
You
I thought it was
dip it in your
chicharrones.
coffee or your milk because you're that kid, grown man who drinks milk and cookies every
The whole
night.
conversation was based in English. Why do you switch it up to
Because it's Spanglish.
But then we have to circle back because I don't understand, and like I feel like we waste time when you teach me, and then you don't go back to like, hey, okay, let's use it in a sentence. Like you don't use it as like a
funny 'cause
lesson.
I feel like you should know these things. The more
Yeah.
excited you get, oh my goodness, I get real tamales here, or I don't know.
What?
Yeah.
I know tamales.
Wow.
We got some of those today.
Okay.
I was excited. What's up?
Rebel, eating your own kind is cannibalism, Ray.
That's what I figured.
Reitos. He's like, what?
Yeah. All right, well, let's go ahead and jump in what we're going to be selling today on the National Bullshit Days. Let's see what December 13th brings us.
Good Lord.
These are the bullshit days that us as Americans love to go ahead and celebrate to make us feel just a little bit more important. So what do? We pick anything and everything to celebrate. The first one is going to be National Guard Birthday. Yes or no?
Sure.
Fuck it. National Guard. Here we go. Okay. December 13th commemorates the National Guard birthday on December 13th. In 1636, the Massachusetts General Court established an official militia for the first time in American colonies. 1636. About 140 years before our country was born, we needed a National Guard without a nation. A little weird, huh?
Yeah.
It was owned by the Brits by then, so what were they holding?
I don't know.
Was it made up by the Brits?
I don't know. You tell us. This is your department. This is not mine.
Very weird for me to do this National Guard. Okay, thank you, Guardsmen. Appreciate it. Let's see. National Violin Day, yes or no?
Sure.
Okay. Today is National Violin Day, honoring an instrument also known as the fiddle.
The fiddle.
Yeah, National Violin Day on December 13th celebrates the bow-stringed instrument loved around the world. And that's right, the National Violin Day. Is there any, songs that you love the violin in? Anything at all?
Like classical music, I guess,
Sure.
like Vivaldi. I don't know. Yeah.
Nothing like Devil Goes Down to
Sure.
Georgia?
Actually, you're cooler than I am, so yeah.
I know.
Ew, I know. Get over yourself. I think we balance each other out, okay? I think in some areas, yes, you are definitely way cooler than I am. But in some other areas, I blow your ass out of the water, please.
National Cocoa Day.
For you, yes, darling.
Cocoa Day? Okay.
He
let's
shames
join.
my champurrado, so let's do fucking hot cocoa day for Ray.
All right. National Cocoa Day on December 13th ushers in a celebration worthy of the winter holidays with National Cocoa Day. What a better way to warm up after a cold day outside, National Cocoa Day.
Fantastic.
Is it?
Yes.
What's your favorite type of cocoa?
I'm not a cocoa kind of girl. But I do know that in In-N-Out on rainy days, you do get free hot cocoa for the kids.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you ever get some for yourself?
No. Get a coffee because I need caffeine these days.
You really downplay these days.
Oh my God.
Like, I don't like cocoa. It's like, okay, well, tell me how you do like them.
Am I supposed to be fake or real? My God.
Yeah, these are the days that make us feel a little bit better, but you crash them.
Cocoa doesn't make me feel better.
You're like, meh. You're like, what the fuck? It's National Cocoa Day. There's something you like about hot chocolate somewhere out there in your...
Mexican hot chocolate, but then you could be like, oh my God, you're going to trash it or something.
This is National Cocoa Day.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
So what the hell does that mean?
Is there cocoa in champurrado?
Possibly,
Well,
yes.
You don't know.
No, I don't know. It's different. The consistency is entirely different.
It's because there's other ingredients, but...
It's thick and creamy.
Is it a
and it has
chocolate-based drink?
masa in it. No, it's like cinnamon, and it has like a piloncillo. See, it's like I'll try and explain it to you, and you're gonna be
Yeah.
like, no, thank you.
Explain to the listeners who do speak Spanish. Then go ahead.
Everyone knows it's like atole. I don't, and you're gonna be like, what is that? I don't know.
You're not. You
It's
don't
a
do a
thick
very good job of
Mexican
describing
beverage.
it.
Yes.
You're like no, because you're like, well, it's like this and it's like that. That's not describing it.
Freddie's gonna celebrate the shit out of Cocoa Day.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
All right, there you go. See how happy he is?
Wonderful.
Be like Freddie.
Be like
happy.
Freddie. Okay.
National Day of the Horse. Yes or no?
Sure.
Yeah.
Hung like a horse. Let's celebrate all of you out there.
First ever argument caused by hot chocolate.
It's bizarre. I know, right?
National Horse Day. We're going to read that one. National Day of the Horse on December 13th encourages people in the United States to be mindful of the contribution horses do to the economy, history, and character of the United States. Hashtag Day of the Horse.
Okay.
Let's
What are you going to ask
see.
me? Any famous horses you like out there?
All right. Any famous horses you have out there?
You have out there?
Yeah. What
Or
do you like?
like? I don't know. All I can think of is like Mr. Ed.
Are you fucking serious?
Yes. What am I supposed to think of? Seabiscuit? What? Why are you laughing?
You said Mr. Ed?
Yeah. Okay, Mr. 70s, like you don't know what Mr.
I know
Ed is.
exactly who he is, but out of all the horses, famous, or not, this is the one, Mr. Ed. Look at this picture on Horse Day. They're all stallions and looking awesome, and then you bring up Mr. Ed.
Yeah. I don't see the problem.
Fucking.
Again,
You know
you're
what?
way cooler than me in so many areas. Again, this is another one that I am not.
Tomorrow you're gonna read these, and you're gonna make everything like pop. Yes.
I bet I will. You know why? Because I will do some fucking research before we blast through them.
Well, there's no research needed. Everything is we explain it together. It's not like yeah. Okay. Pick a pathologist day. What do you think? Yes or no?
I'm okay.
Okay. No.
But go science. Woo.
Okay. National Guard Day, violin, cocoa, and Day of the Horse. All of which Ronnie didn't want to celebrate at all. Well, whatever. Okay. Well, let's go ahead. Let's play something.
Thank you.
Get ourselves in the Christmas mood
Please
here.
do.
And we'll be right back with the weather. Here we go.
I found out long ago it's a long way down the holiday road. Holiday road. Holiday road. weather.
So I found out yesterday that Ronnie doesn't pay attention to these as I do the weather. It almost made me want to stop doing the weather altogether.
Oh my God.
Last night she asked me, what's the weather going to be like for the rest of the week?
Okay, I pay attention to like the next day, but you know, when I'm trying to plan out our weekend and whatnot, that's when I guess I don't realize.
Oh my God.
What's happening over there?
I got to take this.
Do you?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
You want to do the weather really quick?
Do you want to play a song?
No, just do the weather.
Okay, well, I got to look up the freaking weather.
Oh, never mind that. No.
Okay.
It was a VA.
Wonderful.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. Wednesday, 70 degrees. Going to be pretty nice today without a cloud in the sky. Currently 50 degrees here in the beautiful city of Alhambra. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Now, it's going to get a little bit cooler, okay? Dropping all the way down to 70 and then raising up on 75 on Friday with not a cloud in the sky. However, going into the weekend, warming up to 77 on Saturday, but then on Sunday there's a 65% chance of rain. So Sunday is rain day, and then it's going on to next week on Wednesday for rain too as well, and that's a 90%. So it will rain next Wednesday for sure. Sunday is still up in the air.
Sunday, it's up in the air.
Yeah. Do we have any plans on Sunday?
We do have plans.
What do we got on Sunday?
We're supposed to be going on a boat.
Okay.
To look at lights, Christmas lights.
We're in
so
Long
I don't
Beach?
know if that's gonna happen now. I believe so.
Oh, that's the belt part of the woods over there.
Right. So
Okay.
now you're saying let's go over there and do something else.
Who planned this?
Your favorite sister,
Which one?
Jenna.
You know the playoffs are coming, right? So this Sunday planning
I
stuff.
totally forgot.
Yeah, this Sunday planning stuff. We gotta make sure you ask me
You
first.
agreed to this like over a month ago, so
Okay.
I do check with you. I don't say yes.
Okay. Sure that happens.
Got it. Noted.
There's our weather for the day. Let's go ahead and do some announcements here. We got some fun announcements.
See, I paid attention. Possible rain Sunday.
Job. Sports Ball Supreme. Thank you so much, the belt. Ray, can you repeat the weather? I wasn't paying attention. So you have to tune in tomorrow.
Maybe you'd like to sip on some hot chocolate while you repeat the weather.
You can check Google. That's what I do.
Fucking Google.
It is Hump Day, everybody. We love our Hump Day.
Day.
Let's see, 2 for Tuesday nights. After Hours with Mr. Kelly last night. One hell of a show. And we were listening in as we were working on the website or whatnot. So if you haven't been on the website, check it out. We've made a couple changes up there. We're going to be continuing doing that as the week goes by too as well. But Tuesday nights After Hours with Mr. Kelly, great show. Make sure you tune in to all the great music. Really, really cool. I always enjoy all the music he plays, and I steal most of them. Okay. Flashback Fridays with Jenna Rock and Rhythm Radio presents Generation X, Y, and Z, bumping all the jams from the 80s, 90s, and early 2000s, and that's with our Rock and Rhythm Radio Jenna. And then Saturday, part 2 of the Christmas special, Rock and Rhythm Radio at 11 a.m. Get your weekend started when you get ready to go out there and do your last-minute Christmas shopping, because it's coming up as easy as that. It's already the 13th. We have 12 more days before Christmas. And go ahead and get it started at 11 a.m. on Saturday.
I think she's going to have a special guest that day.
Who?
I thought it was you. Who?
Really?
Yes.
When did this happen?
You arranged this. I did not arrange this. Oh my God.
When does Sven's show start? Okay, I know there's been a lot of
anticipation.
Yeah, there has. I've gotten a lot of people asking me when Sven is actually going to be doing a show here pretty soon, and we're in basically the last stages of getting him going. So hopefully we'll start the announcements with him on board too as well. He just needs to come over. I got to teach him a few things, and then he's ready to go. Easy as that. Let's see. Ronnie V's Jukebox Jamboree playing.
Ronnie C's
Go ahead, say your own show.
Jukebox Jamboree. I don't know why that throws you off.
I don't know either.
I don't even know. again, let's go back. Let's actually even circle back. I don't even know why you had to have a whole like jazzy name and zhuzh it up. I don't understand.
Showmanship.
But it's still me. Like you wanted a whole like Veronica Vibes thing. You wanted the whole Ronnie V, Ronnie C. Why can't I just be me?
You to name your show. I did it. Do you remember watching MTV? They all had cool names like that. You know, before
the kids of today don't even know what the fuck MTV is anymore. So
no, I understand that, but that was a great, way to get music across. And you had people. I can't remember half the people's names from MTV, but I wanted to give you a name like that. You can change it if you want, but I have to go through all the logos and change them again. What do you want to?
I'm fine with Ronnie C, but get it right.
Okay.
Get it together.
And who brought to you by who?
Stella Bonita.
All right, go ahead.
Stella __ Bonita on Instagram.
That's right.
Slide into her DMs for personally made clothing. Christmas stocking. She has spooky. She has tiki. She has football team. She has everything.
It's all their custom clothing. Mm-hmm. Nice. Okay. Now, yesterday, I put out the very first post, a little teaser out there for the LME Live Music Awards of 2024, and the nominations are live now. So you can actually jump on the app and do it, or you can go on the website, and it's a filler in right now, and we're going to be telling everybody, and we've already got a lot.
We do. I was
have,
impressed with the response.
We already have 100.
Wow.
Over 100. Just
do you want me to list off the things that you can nominate?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so we have 10 categories: female vocalist, male vocalist, best band, best live act, best musician, best DJ, album of the year, breakthrough artist, the Legacy Award, okay?
Yeah.
And number 1 original song.
That's it. So much fun. You don't have to fill them all out. You can come back as much as you want. It's all anonymous. We don't get any of your information unless you fill out the email.
Unless you fill out the email. And we found some jokesters in there.
Yeah.
Hysterical.
Somebody put Morrissey.
I'm looking at you, Jenna. That was
Horrible.
great. Yes. Mr. Kelly. Yes.
Those will all be, if you have like a perfect roster of everybody you want to see on the music awards, and then you put Morrissey, I'm going to cancel the whole sheet. It'll be gone. So just put it up there. But a surf music band. But go ahead and check that out. The LME 2024 Music Awards is live now, and just a brief overview. All the nominations are going to keep going till July 1st. And then we're going to break it down to 4 per category on that. And then you'll be able to have to vote on each one per whoever was nominated.
Right. And that will start in July.
That'll start in July.
Okay.
And then October we'll
October
present
5th.
the windows. That's right. Friday, you get seatbelt at the Secret Island Tiki Bar at 8 p.m. Christmas show and Mai Tai Challenge, motherfuckers.
Get a room.
And it's free. Saturday, the Crown City Bombers will be at the Ivy Station in Culver City. Free swing lessons in L.A. The Jitterbug, too, as well. So you can go ahead and check that out. So there you are. All right. Those are the announcements for the day. Let's go ahead and check out. You guys ready for sex facts on our beautiful Hump Day? It is Hump Day.
Hump Day.
Yeah.
Sex facts.
I'm ready. I think I'm ready.
Okay. Sex fact.
Sure.
Number 1.
You tell me what you feel about this one. I don't know. I can't. I feel like maybe you can dissect this. I don't know.
Let's see. A man's fingers. Okay, we're talking about a man's fingers.
Ooh.
Have a connection to his testosterone levels. I don't know how.
I have no idea how either.
I don't know how.
Are you checking out your fingers or? It says the longer his ring finger is than his index finger, the higher his testosterone levels are.
The longer his ring finger is than his index finger, okay, the higher his testosterone levels are. That doesn't make any sense.
Does it not? I don't know.
It's not even by much. You know what I mean?
Okay. I don't know.
I
have heard the other thing that I remember that you and Art were talking about one day at the table, and it was just a riot. And I don't know how that man had a measuring tape in his satchel. Remember that night?
I do.
And you guys were talking about the distance between the bottom of the palm and the tip of the finger.
Right. The bottom of the palm to the tip of your finger is your penis size. Yeah.
And I will say this: I have looked at men differently now. Like it's awkward, but now that I know that, and you got apparently to you too, it was pretty accurate.
Right. And also,
is everyone looking at their hands or their partner's hands?
There's
today?
a lot of different things that are in your body that match other body parts. Like if you make a fist, and the end of your knuckles all the way to your elbow, the end of the elbow is supposed to be your waist size. So if you're going and you're going to go buy some pants, that's the way you check your waist size, and you put it in there. You've never done that?
I heard the neck.
Yeah. The neck, okay, yeah. So there's a lot of different things, but I've never heard the fingers being connected to the testosterone levels.
Right. The belt is right. Lipstick color. The color of your areolas is the perfect nude shade for women.
Is that right?
And I did read that where your nipples line up is where your ears are. If you go straight up, and it's accurate.
Oh, okay.
Let's line it up.
All right. And they're
Think
lined
about
up.
it. Right?
I guess it works. Yeah, it's pretty good.
It's pretty accurate if you think about it.
All right.
Maybe unless you've had your boobies done and they've moved the nipple a little. I don't know.
All right. So I don't
E.T. must be off the hook. Wow. True. Oh my God. I never even thought of that.
Okay.
Aliens.
Here we go. Sex fact number 2 on Hump Day. People who have sex, or people who have less sex, overcompensate in their jobs. I could see that. If I had a lot of bosses who were dicks, man, I could totally see this. Yeah.
Were you the boss many a time?
What? I was the boss many times, yeah. We always have bosses, though. Okay. Now, this one may be open your eyes if you're a workaholic. Researchers have found that people with an inactive sex life tend to do more work to compensate for their lack of fulfillment. The study asked 32,000 people to open up about their sex life and work habits. The results found that 36% of men and 35% of women, so almost identical, who had only sex once a week would also work excessive hours at their job.
Interesting.
Do you think they might be looking at that backwards?
What do you
because
mean?
they work so much, they have less sex. You know what I mean? I think
I could see where you're going with that.
Yeah, because, they come home, they're tired, they're working extra hours, the kids are fucking running around, they don't feel sexy. They want to take a hot shower and knock out and get ready for the next day. It's just an observation. Yeah. And then it also says...
By you saying that says a lot about you. You're like, I'd rather take a hot shower and go to bed.
And then it also said, you look at these numbers, it just means that 36 and 35% of women have good jobs, to keep them there. Otherwise, it's just shoveling them out. Why don't they look at the numbers like that?
I don't even take it like that.
You have to be an analyst.
Okay.
You have to look at these numbers and decide, is this really the outcome that you get? Because I don't get that. I don't get that at all. 36% of men say that they work hard and they don't have enough sex, but they turned it around saying, oh, you don't have sex, so you work more at work. Who fucking does that?
Well, then I want to see the flip side of that. Like, how many of you out there think that sex once a week is just fine for you?
No, no.
But that's my point.
Yeah.
Like, so I'm looking at the flip side, like, oh.
You proved my point.
Okay,
because
I
these
know.
people go every day to work and they put in all these hours, so they're like, what? They're getting more fulfilled because like
I don't think they're getting more fulfilled. I think they're just finding a different outlet because they're not having as much sex. And I don't know if this means like sex alone, sex with a partner.
Yeah.
I feel like if you're alone, you have sex more often with yourself. You know, just saying.
Okay, so here's where researchers have found that people with an active sex life tend to work more to compensate. So that's exactly what they found.
I see.
I don't see it that way. I think it's the other way.
And T-Mac, and 60% of the time it works every time.
Let's go ahead and give Mac a win right there. Yeah, he deserves a win.
And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, we have
Little Mac,
a
man,
winner.
keeping the statistics sexy. The Mac wins again. Thank you so much. All right. Okay. So that's where it comes off of, and that's the conclusion. Mm-hmm. I don't know if I see it that way, though. If people are working hard, are they going to want to come back and put in that extra hour or 20 minutes?
But they're saying the opposite. They're saying because they are unfulfilled in their sex lives, they're having another outlet and they're working super hard at work. But then I guess I can see your side where you're like super fucking obsessed with work and it's always on your mind, and then you push your partner aside, and that's when the problems arise, when you're not putting in that time and prioritizing that alone time as well.
Right. What you said.
I know.
Does it not work out with the numbers though? Like one could argue that. Okay.
Well, sure. I just thought it was interesting to talk about.
It is. It is. You know, definitely stimulated some conversation.
Stimulated some love in your love life, huh, people out there? Because is once a week enough, or is that sufficient? You know? Hey.
Am I supposed to click on this and read that?
Yes.
Okay.
And then I have that bottom part is the actual.
So am I reading what's on the website, or am I reading this?
It's totally up to you.
Is it the same thing?
No, it's not.
Okay, all right, there we go. All right, here we go. Let's do a story here.
This is because it's Hump Day.
All right, what do you got?
So I found this on the interwebs, and I thought we should dissect it.
Yogi Berry gives thumbs up.
God.
This man regrets asking his wife for an open marriage. Oh, shit. After seeing how much attention she's gotten, and Reddit's on the wife's side.
Now, my question to you is, do you want to read that and how the way the article printed it, or the actual post from the man on our docket?
Okay. So let's read the post first.
Okay.
Okay, so he's the one who opened this up. Okay.
Yeah.
So the post reads, I feel like a complete idiot here. My wife and I have been married for 19 years. We have only one child. Our daughter moved out this summer after she enlisted into the armed forces. Get the fuck out of town. I love my wife, but I felt like the spark was gone from our lives. I didn't want to divorce her, so I proposed an open marriage. She was upset initially, but eventually she agreed. Ooh, I don't know, man. This can go up both ways. Like, if it doesn't work out, then that's the end of it. Like I said in the title of my post, I made a mistake, so he didn't like it. I have learned that just because I wasn't as attracted to my wife as I was when I got married to her, it doesn't mean that other men would feel the same. My wife has so many men and dates, she doesn't know what to do with all of them. Meanwhile, it's the opposite for me.
That's wicked.
Yeah, well, women stay beautiful for a long time. You know, us men, we get broke down. We get body parts hurt.
I think you guys age so well.
Oh.
You know, you become these dapper gentlemen.
Yeah. Okay, I guess.
Yes, these silver foxes, and here we're like trying not to get decrepit.
Okay. Not only that, I'm glad we both see it like that.
He's like, yeah.
That could have went really bad for me. Not only that, but after my wife agreed to an open marriage, I asked a woman who was a colleague of mine out on a date. So he's the one who initialized everything. This is his fault. I was a manager at my job, but I wasn't her manager. We worked in completely different divisions, and our work had nothing to do with each other's job. So there was no fraternization.
I don't care. Yeah. I still feel like you don't shit where you eat. Like, you know, this can go south.
Right.
So quickly.
Okay. Thank you, the belt. Let's see, where did I leave off? But even though I wasn't her manager and I am open and in an open marriage, she complained to her manager and showed HR my messages.
Fuck.
I lost my job. Fucking stupid. Come on, man.
Oh my god. Wow.
Isn't that like 101? Like, you know, once you ask a coworker out on a date, they say no. It's supposed to stop right there, and that's it. You know, she's not interested. I told my wife I want to close our marriage again because I was an idiot for suggesting it in the first place. So, because he doesn't have any play.
For him. And you know what stuck with me from, we're not even done with this, but
yeah, I know.
Was just because I'm not attracted to my wife anymore, he didn't realize that other men would still be attracted to her. Like, maybe she's a little curvier. Maybe she chopped her hair a different way. And he's like, ugh, I don't like that on her. But other men are still like waiting for the moment to pounce.
It's killing me when I know she is with other men. My brother called me a moron when I told him and said expecting my wife to look like she did when she got married to me was a dunce. He even went so far as to say she takes good care of herself and is in great shape for the age of 44. Yeah, it's a good age. Okay. She just doesn't look 20. He had the nerve to say my wife looks better than me and I could stand to lose some weight. Fuck.
Okay, so he's in the space where he's fantasizing about a 20-year-old.
Okay.
Right?
All right.
And his brother's saying, your wife looks great for 44. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah.
And telling him, you're the one who's a slob. Basically, he's saying that.
So up until this point, would you say that if the man was getting some play, let's say he did, he looked nice and everything, or at least, got some attention from other women, do you think he would regret this? Do you think he's regretting it because his wife is going out,
Yeah, the belt road is, she's in Pound Town and he's in All Alonesville. Oh, I wish, man. It sounds like the brother-in-law wants to hit that too. Yeah. I totally fucking agree with you, dude. Just putting that out there. Please take his man card immediately.
I'm with him. Yeah.
Seriously, like if you're gonna suggest that, be ready to play the motherfucking game.
Yeah. Shit.
I'm sorry. I hate that he didn't think that his wife was had any riz, if you will, huh?
No credit.
No regrets.
No
That's
regrets.
right, Freddie. That's right.
I love my wife. Not too much.
Now he loves her.
Now you do, yeah.
Now he's like, oh, maybe I did have a good thing. Shit.
And I don't want a divorce. I never wanted a divorce, which is why I proposed this in the first place. But she doesn't want to close the marriage.
she's getting that good somewhere else.
She's
that
out there
attentive,
with,
like those multiple orgasms.
Oh, yeah.
Husband wasn't putting in the work anymore.
Guys with bigger hands. Yep.
I'm telling you, look at the hands, ladies. Look at the hands.
Before your
repents. I love this.
I'm not worried about money because we both work, but I do not want a divorce. I'm just glad my daughter enlisted in the Air Force and isn't here to see our marriage falling apart. Oh my God. Can you imagine?
Can I imagine what?
This guy, he's like, okay, well, there's more to the story. This is just his opening, right?
That's his post.
That's his post.
And then the article that I found was them putting him on blast. Like, wait, can you believe that this guy wants to do this?
Okay.
It's just ridiculous.
Okay, so.
But I want to know your thoughts
on what he did right now.
Yeah.
It was, this is a classic case of the grass is greener on the other side, and then just fucking no, it's not, man. Like nothing. Like you got stonewalled by life. And that whole song, These Are the Breaks, this is it.
Yeah.
Right here. Like he did not expect to get, the door slammed in his face so hard.
He did not.
Yeah. Well, his wife is thriving. Never wants to turn back.
Thriving in Pound Town.
Slammed like a screen door in a hurricane.
That's like my favorite. My favorite line. My favorite thing. Yeah. And now he's the one who's all alone listening to sad songs.
Oh, yeah.
Imagining his wife with other men. And appreciating her for her beauty and everything that she, has.
That he once had.
That he once had.
Yeah.
And he's like, fuck, I did have it good.
And this is real time, so he's going into the holidays feeling like this.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Holidays. It's like the wedding singer.
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas!
Buckle up, folks, because this is a juicy one. Recently, I came across a story, and Reddit user Green Waterways is his name.
Oh, my God. Go message him. Fucking Green Waterways.
Who asked his wife of 19 years for an open marriage because he claimed to be not as attracted to her as when they first got married. However, after being rejected by his female co-worker and seeing how many dates his wife is getting, he started regretting his decision.
Right.
Here's the story. Mr. Man, I feel like a complete idiot here. My wife and I have been married for 19 years. We have one child. Our daughter moved out this summer after she enlisted it into... We just read that. Okay.
So I think it's just recapping it.
Okay.
But I'm assuming he came off as creepy to the coworker and he thought he had a chance.
Yeah.
And obviously that was it. And now his wife has so much game and she's getting all these dates and he's just super regretful. And what do you do there? Where do you go from there? Where do you go from there?
He's like, can I go on one of your dates with you?
Oh my God. He's going to be sitting there in the corner. Okay. I don't know how that's going to go, but sure.
He got slammed on the face.
And she's getting slammed every night.
Oh, dude, this is fucking... I get it. Yeah. His wife is so busy, he can't even get a handy. I never expect the bell to talk like this, but
No, I do.
Yeah,
I do. I'm here for it too.
Let's see here. Not only that, but after my wife agreed to an open marriage, I asked the woman who was a colleague of mine out on a date. Okay,
it's a recap.
Yeah, it's a recap there. You know what? This is rough because there's no going back. You know what I mean? Like, it's always going to be there now. It's like, all right, well, or not.
What do you mean?
Well, let's say the wife was. Let's say the wife is like, hey. Yeah, I'm tired.
I'm tired of what? Of you?
No.
Explain.
Tired of going out on all these dates.
Oh, I see.
In quotations, dates.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then it's not even like she's finding a boyfriend. Like she's finding like a steady piece.
A steady piece?
Yeah, she's going out with a whole bunch of different dudes.
Okay.
That's a lot.
Right.
At least this guy, I can imagine his pain. He's like, God damn it, I had this woman all to myself. And now she's out there with everybody.
Yeah, but what's the difference?
Like, even my coworkers
you got
now.
what you asked for.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I know. Imagine, and that's when that happens. It's like, oh, she's single. Oh my God, everyone as soon as someone changes their fucking profile pic, or you see all the pictures deleted with someone, you're like, it's my time to shine, bitches. That's what happens. I agree. Kara says open relationships aren't for the faint of heart. They aren't. Yeah. And if one partner is into it and the other is not, you have to have you have to come to a common space. Maybe if she hadn't done it yet, I think that they could move back to where they were. But I think once you open that door, it's really hard to close it. Especially for her. If he wasn't putting in the time in the bedroom or even just anything, being thoughtful, dates, just quality time, whatever. Like we were saying about the workaholic thing, right? If you're not putting in that routine work, I need routine maintenance too. And yes, I can take care of myself, but I would like that with my partner, right? If you're not taking the time to do that and she's experiencing all this love somewhere else, I don't think she's going to go back. And their daughter is grown and out of the house.
Yeah.
So you're not really...
Do you think age has anything to do with this? Okay, they've been married 19 years, so you give them, let's say they got married at 20, they're 40, they're well into their 40s now, right? He's got to be around, 46. Had they tried this early on in the relationship, for whatever reason, they tried it early. Do you think it would have so much of a profound effect on the man because he didn't get anything to where okay,
what do you mean that he didn't get anything?
Well, nobody's attracted to him. He's not landing any dates.
Okay, but they had kept it open in the early 20s.
In the early 20s. So
I don't think that he would have stood married to her that long.
Let me finish.
Okay.
And I guess that there's a recovery time. He's got 20 more years to recover from this. All right, maybe this wasn't the woman for me. And, maybe I could start out with somebody who does find me attractive, because you're still in your 20s. Now that he's in his 40s and his brother's telling him, hey, man, you can lose a little bit of weight and, you're not as attractive as you used to be, but your wife is, there's no recovery time because now you're going into your 60s as, you would have that more time in your 20s. Am I right?
I'm not feeling any woe is me for that guy.
No? Okay.
What you're describing, because I don't think that their marriage would have survived had they opened it in their 20s and she was getting all this game and he wasn't. Do you really think you would have raised children and been at fucking soccer practice while imagining your wife getting dicked down by, multiple dudes? I don't think so. I do not think so.
Christmas.
But at the same time...
I agree with you.
Right? Yeah. But at the same time, it's like you were young. And I think at this age, I just turned 40 this year. Now I know, okay, this is what I want and this is what we're going to get. And if it's not working, it's not working.
The Mac, I want to punch this guy.
Yeah. What? And then, to open it, it's super selfish of him.
Yeah.
Like to assume that, he opened it for himself.
He did.
Not for her. He didn't think, oh, you know what? I'm really not putting the time in or, the work. So I'm not thinking of my fucking wife. I'm thinking of myself. And fraction time is longer the older one gets. Or so I've heard. Great. So this 44-year-old woman's probably banging some younger dudes too. And she's like, you know what? I've lived my life. I've raised children. I told you about my one friend who's like, I'm never getting married again if this goes south. She's like, I'm just going to have lovers forever.
Kara writes, fuck around and find out.
That is the motherfucking truth.
Yeah.
You fuck around and you find out. And he fucked around and he found out. And now his wife isn't making him coffee every morning and, giving him little puerquitos, maranitos in the morning. Giving him the,
No, I agree.
the random BJ just for fun. She's just like, I'm not into this shit anymore. I'm not even going to try.
Huh.
And once we feel over, like, you've said it, and I agree with you. Once we're done as a woman, we're done.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it takes us a long time to get there.
Yeah.
But once you chip away at this soul, and once we're done, we hardly ever look back.
Yeah. He didn't realize he has to throw out 20 lines and hope for a bite. She just has to wink at him, man. It's true.
Like when you start an OnlyFans and no one is subscribed. Oh,
Hey, fatty.
damn. You know what? There are communities for everything. Let's be real. There is a butt for every seat. There are
something for
chubby
everybody.
chasers out there. Hey, there are people who like other people super lean and majorly buff. I don't know, whatever, whatever floats your boat. You do you. But clearly his wife was not his cup of tea anymore.
Yeah.
And let her live and enjoy her life. Happy fucking hump day, guys.
I knew a couple of soldiers who would wait till about 1 o'clock before they went to the bar in the morning to clean up. They used to call it the clean up work.
Nice.
Yeah, they used
Sure
to do
shots,
that.
huh?
So, yeah.
Yeah.
And they would show up all
He
fresh
says,
and everything.
I knew. Okay.
I did. I knew them. They invited me. I'm like, man, I'm not going to do that because I'm wasting my whole night. It's like I'm not doing anything. But all right. There's a face for every ass. Thank you,
Wow,
Rebel.
that's beautiful. Thank you.
Such poetry. Okay.
I hated, though, what really stuck with me again was how he doesn't find her attractive, so he assumed other men wouldn't. Like, are you fucking kidding me, dude? Like, wow.
It's never too early for an eye opener. That's right.
It's
okay.
true.
I'm going to go ahead. This is all I have to say about this. You ready?
I'm ready.
We'll be right back.
We started in the morning, carried well into the night, throwing dirty dishes with all of our might. Sad commentary on a marriage that has failed. I'm at home getting hammered while she's out getting nailed. Police pulled into my trailer park. Domestic violence cost your brother after dark. Well, it's late night with her boss. She's trying to make a sale. I'm at home getting hammered while she's out getting nailed. Hair. I had a suspicion, so I opened up her mail. I'm at home getting hammered while she's out getting nailed. I'll do it, son. She used to bring me beer, love all over me, right before I went on disability. My wigger ain't so straight, I got whiskey dick. She don't
All right, let's see what we got. You ready?
I'm ready. I think I'm ready.
All right. Porn watchers, believe it or not, because it is Hump Day, and this is
It's
what we
Hump
talk about. Yeah,
Day.
so let's go ahead and Hump Day right there.
Hold on, let's just put it out there. So for those of you who ever
Yeah.
want to join us on a not so early show,
Yeah.
and you want to be on a Wednesday, just be ready for
yeah.
what we talk about. Don't be shy.
Still off,
Don't
okay.
be bashful.
Porn watchers
Okay.
could have faces scanned.
Oh my God.
Porn users could have their faces scanned to prove their age with extra checks for young-looking adults. Draft guidance is coming. So here we go. They're drafting up something to get that. My takeaways from that song, I'm buying a baritone guitar.
I like that that's your takeaway.
I like it. See? Outside the box. That's why I
Helping the
love
people every day.
The watchdog has set out a number of ways explicit sites could prevent children from viewing pornography. The average age of children to view pornography is 13, as surveys suggest. 13,
Oh
that's
my-
about right.
Okay.
That's about right.
Actual porn?
I don't know. I want to say that's probably around the age I discovered like Playboy magazine and about around 13. I guess
Okay,
that's all
all
right.
right.
I'm pretty sure everybody else is going to agree with me.
I
Yeah.
don't know. They weren't agreeing with you on the hand thing.
What hand thing? Oh yeah. Well, that wasn't even me. That was just something I was agreeing with.
No. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Explicit website Pornhub said regulations requiring the collection of highly sensitive personal information could be jeopardized for their every user. Privacy campaigners have also criticized the proposals of warning catastrophic consequences if data from age checks is leaked. So you're getting information from children, right? Teens, early teens. That's what's
Yeah.
happening. So it's like, can we do this or not?
I agree.
Yeah.
I don't know. And then, like you mentioned earlier, like what about the people who do look younger and they're getting like,
Yeah.
when you get carded at a bar, and I kind of think sometimes it depends on the crowd, or you sneak your younger friend in with, and you guys are a little bit older.
Uh-huh.
You don't think they'll card that person. Like, how is this gonna fly? Or that's kind of creepy. Like, I know a lot of people who do like watch porn on their laptops, and they cover
Yeah.
the little, the little thing.
The camera?
Just in case you're being spied on. We watched too many movies, right, where you're like, oh, they're going to invade.
A large chunk of the UK population watch online pornography, to nearly 14 million people, according to the recent report. But the ease of access to online pornography has always raised concerns that children are viewing explicit websites, with 1 in 10 children seeing it by age 9. Okay, that's a little early. 9, yeah.
Well,
According to a survey, they might have just ran into it. You know what I mean? At the age of 9, you're surfing the web, you put something like Sandbox, and then bam.
there are so
yeah.
many things that I Google for this show that I'm like, oh, I worded that wrong.
Right, exactly.
I think I was looking up something we were talking about, like granny panties, and I swear to God,
Yeah.
the weirdest things came up.
Come
I
up.
didn't click, thank God.
Yeah, and then imagine if you're 9 years old, like, oh, this is grandma's house. No, it's not.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's terrifying.
Grandma's cookies. Yeah.
Creepy.
Check on your kids.
For real, dude.
Okay. Let's see. It will be enforced, and it is coming, and they can issue large fines if they fail to comply.
So,
Yeah.
okay.
You can't
I was gonna
fine
say-
somebody. There's no authority
And
there.
how does that work? I mean, I don't know. Don't you remain anonymous when you're going to watch a video on your phone? Like, if
yeah.
it's going to scan you and it's going to interrupt you, I'm just going to turn the phone off. I'm like, forget it. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not going to sit there and comply or fill something out and verify my age and then get back to business. Like, for me as a chick, that's just like, okay, you killed it for me. I'm going to do this by myself.
The days of VHS tapes are coming back.
Wow. Okay.
Back to analog, they say.
I see. Okay. See what you did there. Fascinating.
Magazine sales are going to be starting to go up.
Right. A
Yeah.
buzzkill. Exactly.
Yeah.
I know. What did your brother say the other day? He
Yeah.
was joking. What do I get our middle kid for Christmas? He's like, oh, I'll give him some magazines. Those are great in a pinch. And I thought, oh, my God. And that's where everyone brain
Merry
goes.
Christmas!
The teenage years.
Facial age estimation tech that will scan users' faces and use software to infer if they are an adult is also an option.
Infer.
That's right. It is unlikely that any age assurance method will be impossible to circumvent, but websites must guard against simple tricks.
Okay, but what is the...
Yeah.
It's like anything that gets like locked in with an age, right? A restriction.
Yeah.
I hate to even talk about this on air, but
Yeah.
what do you think is the okay age? Appropriate, I don't know. What do you think is kosher
Yeah.
for a person, because I'm going to throw girls in this too,
Okay.
to be able to watch porn?
Here's,
I'm laughing because this is like,
Yeah.
what? This is wild.
here's what I'll say. How many parents out there are actually having the conversation with their kids and they already know because they've already explored themselves? By the time the parents are ready, especially in this day and age, by the time the parents are ready to have this conversation with their kids, their teens, they're like, oh yeah, dad. Oh yeah, mom, we know. We have the internet. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I don't yeah, so it's not like this is lost on anything. Back to watching nipples through scrambled television.
I remember that.
Yeah, I remember that. Okay. Grass on the field. Oh, God.
Play ball. 18.
18.
Just scan the barcode. They'll tattoo it on everyone's forehead.
If I was going to say anything, if you've ever been to Europe, it's nothing like this. Over here, I think we live a rather prudent lifestyle, as opposed to, you can cross a billboard and you'll see bare breasts on billboards in Europe. They're all over the place, and even after midnight there's live broadcasts of just sex on television on the regular channels over there, and it's not viewed as a bad thing like we'd put it over here. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah, it's like it's all over the place in Europe. It's not
So
even,
with that information that you just gave us, what do you think is okay?
I think it's okay if you run into it and you're 16 years old. It's like, all right, because by then anyway, your hormones are already like, you're already finding the other sex attractive. You know what I mean? So it's like you have to find out sometime.
They gotta grow up sometime, huh?
Well, yeah. I mean, Kara said 18. Yeah, that's like there's kids that smoke before then. You know what I mean? There's kids that are vaping now.
It's true.
Marijuana well before that.
Yeah, but does that mean it's okay? Like, kids are having sex super early these days. That doesn't mean it's okay. Like, what did we read yesterday? Last night, there was a 13-year-old who was missing, who had just had a baby.
Right.
Yeah. Near here. And they're looking for her. And all I thought was, oh my God, she was 12 when she got pregnant.
Yeah, she was 12 when she got pregnant. If you kept the porn away from her, is she not going to get pregnant?
No, but then there's the other argument on that. Like, if you had taken the time to educate your child and explain that this is going to happen, safe sex, yada, yada, because I know I've instilled that in the kids, all of them, and the earlier the better. Like, if you're going to do this, and then you explain, everything that's out there, like, do you want your dick to fall off, or whatever.
Kara says, doesn't mean it's right. I agree with her, but I think the more that you hold on to your kids, sometimes that might backfire. Like kids that go to Catholic school, it's like you know what? They're all rebellious. I just found out the other day that they're making out in the confessionals. That's is that what those things are made for? That's well before the age of 18, and they're doing that. In the Lord's house.
You're doing worse at that age, please.
Hell no, I was not desecrating fucking confessionals.
See, but that's different because you were desecrating rides and things that like knots. What the fuck is the difference?
One's holy and the other one's not.
But
Kingdom of the Dinosaurs was not holy. As a matter of fact, it even goes aside from religion.
Okay, but growing up in something that is the norm to one person, that is not a big deal. It doesn't even matter. Okay, and like you're saying, if something is shoved down your throat, you're not going to respect it.
Okay. No, I agree. Anybody else been on the Kingdom of the Dinosaurs?
Not the way you have. But apparently all the Castillo brothers have. I hate hearing stories from Julian. He's like, so you and your friends were ugly then? Basically, he tells us that all the time. Like, no. We were just taught, like Kara's saying, we were just taught, like, you know, be safe, stranger danger, all that shit. Yeah. And, you know, I guess we were nerdy in that sense. You guys were like, hey, girl, want to scam? I don't know.
It's exactly what we said. That's all it took.
That's all it took.
Right, T-Mac?
No, my God. No. T-Mac would have better game than that. It would be like, hey, girl, want to scam? Like, No fucking way. Is that why you learned to play the guitar in the Army? I bet it was.
Nah, I was just bored.
Right. Even at the ripe old age of 36 when we met, you played the guitar for me when we first started dating. Do you remember that you would call me and play the guitar?
Oh, yeah. I just set myself apart from everybody.
That Castillo Riz. Perfection, Mr. Kelly.
I called up Ronnie and I was like, hey, you want to scam?
Oh, my God.
And it worked.
Rebel. Girls used to flirt with me when I was in high school.
See? There you go. And this is well before 18. This is happening before 18.
Yeah.
Now, okay, the porn thing, okay, I get it. But it's out there, and it's
you know what
it's
I don't
very accessible.
I understand that, but you know what I don't like about the porn thing? As a female, you guys just learn just to do like one thing, or you learn these crazy ass like. And sure, I'm not shaming any fetishes or whatnot, but you need to learn like the right way to like work a woman's body. You know, you're watching porn and you're thinking it's this, just wham bam, thank you, man, and you're thinking of yourselves only because you think, oh, this chick is getting off just from this. So I think it's teaching our male youths or anyone, if you're gonna be intimate with a woman, whatever sex you are, whatever gender, like I think that that's not the positive part of this. And you're not watching that amateur porn. Come on. You guys are watching fucking, I don't know, some famous one. Give me one from your mid whatever.
I fucking couldn't name any of them to tell you the truth.
What's her Sakura? I can't even think of her name.
I don't know. I was never into like
baloney. There was some VHS tapes that you would watch. Baloney.
I don't know any of
the
names.
names you don't remember? Okay, well,
you
guys always remember the guys. Every time Manny's on her, he mentions a dude that I have. And Jenna, who's the dude that you guys are always talking about?
I don't know.
The porn stars. Oh my God, I feel like such a dork right now.
Well.
And he's saying all the Catholic schoolgirls were whores. Clearly.
Well, from the stories that you're telling me, and
those are with other they're nothings. They're like what?
So that gives them the right.
Oh my God!
Because they're learning together.
Beautiful. The hedgehog. I don't know. It was some dude, or is that a move? I don't know. Dirk Diggler. See, I know who that is. That is from what is it? Boogie Nights.
All right.
He's like, I am a star. That is Mark Wahlberg. But that's only because I watched that movie in high school.
Yeah, I don't know that movie, so I wouldn't remember any of these names.
Suddenly he's shy.
Well, I don't know the names. Like it's not there for me. Like you're asking me. You asked me 4 times. I don't know the names.
Okay.
What do you want me to do?
All right.
However, 16. It's accessible. You can't. I mean, it's like taking your kids and like, hey, how do you tell them not to watch it? Like, hey, stay off the porn sites. What are they going to do? They're going to go to it. So, like, what do you do? How do you stop it?
I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't stop anything.
We need to hook up radio a lie detector.
I know, right? He's so full of shit. Because if you're gonna go back to old shows, he's named women and men porn stars.
You know those are fictional, right?
I thought they were real.
No,
I had Googled,
we were making fun.
No, I had Googled them because all of you knew
the ones that I say are fictional. They're fun names.
No, I'm gonna ask Jenna and Manny today.
What does that have to do with what I'm saying?
Because it was the same person, and I Googled him, and he was real. Anyway, my point is, that's what I think the problem is with porn. Like, if you're just going to use it for your own personal pleasure, sure.
What do you think it's for? It's for lonely people.
No, it's not just, no. I think a lot of the youth of today, use it thinking that's going to be their diagram, their map of sexuality.
What?
And you're pulling the shit that you're watching, to jerk off to. And it's not like,
What is your idea of porn? I don't understand where you're going with this. This is so weird. What? There's no rules for that shit, man.
I know there's
Yeah,
no
what are
rules.
you talking about?
I'm getting warm in here. It's suddenly getting very hot.
That is a fantasy. You don't put rules on fantasy. There's aliens in that shit, man. Like, what? Are you serious? Like, don't use this as a diagram. That's all kids have nowadays.
I'm not talking about the costumes. The costumes are fun. I'm saying about the actual acts that are happening.
Good luck teaching that.
It's true, Ronnie. I used to think the helicopter was normal.
It is normal. Come on. Just because somebody else did it in a video doesn't mean that it wasn't, exercised outside of that.
No, but okay.
I mean, it came from somewhere. It's just somebody had to videotape it now.
Yeah, because we do the helicopter all the time, right?
It's just like...
But that's my point.
Just like planking. People don't do it anymore. But they use, people were doing it before it started getting on, trendy, and now people don't do it. It's all CGI. Your view on porn is very disturbing.
What do you mean it's disturbing?
Because it's like anything goes. Like, I don't want you're putting rules.
Okay.
You don't put rules on that.
Okay. Interesting. Suddenly he's quiet again.
Well, because it's like, I can't believe you view it like that. Like, oh, this is not a diagram. There's no diagram. You don't like just change the video. Go to something else. That's why they have categories.
I see. I know. Happy Hump Day is right, Kara. Oh my God.
We're playing
I suddenly feel like some hot cocoa, and I don't even like hot cocoa. I need something sweet in my life.
Stay away from the porn. You don't belong there. We'll be right back.
I'm in the doghouse again. Had a few too many then. I guess I lost all touch and when you said too much once again.
palates here.
Oh my god.
Doritos made an alcoholic liqueur. Doritos did.
They sure did.
That tastes like a cheesy chip, so like nacho cheese liqueur. Would you try it?
God, I don't know, because liqueur makes me think of something that's gonna be sweet.
Okay, okay.
And
yeah,
for
right.
me, I like Doritos, the red bag. I totally jazz those up super like Mexican and put like, you know,
the whole lime and everything. Okay,
yeah. So I don't know.
Okay, there are plenty of people who put a sizable dent in a bag of Doritos after helping themselves to a few drinks, but I have a hard time imagining having them. I wish there was any way that you can drink these chips. However, if you've ever found yourself in that particular position, you're now in luck. If you keep the tabs on the culinary world, you're likely familiar with Norma. Never heard of that? Noma. I'm sorry,
No.
Noma. The highly decorated Michelin-starred destination Copenhagen that is widely considered the best restaurant in the world. Okay, we're going to get to this liquor or what? Why do they start talking about a chef? Nobody gives a shit. Okay, so...
Nobody gives a shit.
Yeah. Its latest creation was inspired by Doritos, which serve as the basis for a new liqueur that promises to deliver your favorite nacho cheese in liquid form.
Would you have a sip?
I think I would have a sip just to be like, okay, yeah, I've tried it. I don't think I'm going to sit there and like go one after another.
Buy the bottle.
Yeah, because it's a gimmick kind of thing. You know, Horchata came and went. Not too many people drink it anymore. I mean, it's still there. Fireball, we do it as a gimmick thing.
You like...
Yeah.
I want to use the word regress. You go back to Fireball here and there.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's a... it's like a gimmick. It's not like something that you constantly go back to.
It's like a schnapps you order.
Right. Like, how often do we order kamikazes? We've done it.
We're in Vegas.
Yeah. It's like you go back to these things.
Yeah.
And it's like if you're hanging out with a bunch of friends, you're like, hey, have you tried the new Doritos thing? And you'll do like one shot, and then you all describe how it sucks. Or like one person will like it, and then you're not going to order another round. It's like one of those things. And it's a liqueur, so it's not going to be like heavy, but we'll see. The empirical harness vacuum distillation process that allowed to capture the essence of the brand's signature chip to create an alcoholic beverage that clocks in at 42 ABV and boasts the following flavor profile. The spirit opens with tangy aromas of nacho cheese, moving the deeper corn-forward flavors to the chip to finish off the salty note. So this is something... So the back end is the chip, and then you get the...
So it's like umami.
Would you?
What? I would try it. Yeah, of course I would try it. It's me.
At least once. It's me. That's perfect. I love it. Yeah.
I'm like, it's me. Of course I would try.
What's that?
So I'm distracted by the form. The belt wrote Ron Jeremy, aka the Hedgehog. Was that his nickname? I had no idea. Now how could we forget Ron Jeremy, like the most famous,
Well, I never met him. So.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he even crossed over. Like,
he did, and I think that's when I heard about him, because he was making cameos in movies.
Yeah.
He's appearing in music videos and whatnot.
Initial review suggests drink managed to perfectly capture the taste of Doritos, and while you could drink it straight, empirical suggests deploying it with a margarita or a Bloody Mary.
Oh, okay. I don't know about the cheese though. I would go for the spice.
Yeah. The collaboration will retail $65 for a bottle. Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah. I think I'd rather just buy a bottle of scotch, like Dewar's or something like that. I don't think I'm going to spend $65 on a liqueur.
I'd rather have the bag of chips and make it shitty and street food.
And not spend $65.
Okay.
I mean, this is just another form of something, and you're paying more for it to have it in a different kind of way. All right.
Like porn.
Like porn, but that's free.
Usually.
Yeah.
Unless you're at a hotel and you order it on the TV.
Yeah, I don't think people do that anymore.
Do they not? I don't know.
I haven't seen it.
What if you were like, I haven't seen it because we haven't done it, but you know, if you're away for the weekend with your partner, you wouldn't like, you know.
Well, I haven't seen it as
an option.
Yeah.
But you know what I do see now, when especially when we stay like in what is it, Mandalay Bay, they have that that's the sex toy option, right where right where we have the water and the the canned little snacks and peanuts. They have the little boxes of sex toys like for her and for him. So the her has a little. I looked it up, of course. It had a bullet and lube and things like that. But for the man, it had that little egg you can like masturbate with and some lube as well.
Yeah, costs money.
Costs money. What about Doritos flavored porn? Come on, science.
Is it $65?
As long as you keep it above the waist. I mean, sure. Right, ladies? Am I wrong? You don't want that going south.
The cheese?
The chips? Any of that shit. I don't want that below the waist.
Not even the liqueur?
Crazy. No way.
All right.
Yeah.
But you're weird about porn, but okay.
I'm not weird about porn. I know exactly where I go.
You're outlaw to look on porn.
Point of view. So, all I need, just get to the point. I'm a woman. I got shit to do.
All right. There you go.
He's quiet. No, see, Mr. Kelly, we never did go through this counseling portion. Silence.
All right. Let's see here. Play one more, and then we'll get into the...
Am I the asshole?
Yeah. Okay, let's go ahead and do that. We'll be right back, and then we'll do...
Am I the asshole?
There you go. I was going to say Adriana's favorite part of the show, because she loves that. All right, we'll be right back, everybody. Here we go.
Here we go, SoCal. Here's the part of the show where we get to read other people's stories and judge them as we see fit. It's time for Am I the Asshole?
All right, Ronnie, you get to pick the first one. Am I the asshole for telling my sister she is an idiot if she thought her actions at her wedding wouldn't have consequences?
Okay.
Or am I the ass for telling my wife she can work overtime for food if she refuses to eat deer meat? Oh. Venison.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think the first one.
All right, let's do some consequences.
Sure.
Am I the asshole for telling my sister she is an idiot if she thought her actions at her wedding wouldn't have consequences?
Okay.
Quick backstory. My biological dad had just passed away when I was young, and my mom remarried when my sister was 8 and I was 10.
Okay.
Okay, so right in there. We are now in our late 20s. Stepdad focused a lot of his time providing for us, so I never really got close to him, but I am grateful for him. I am engaged, and my sister is going to marry in about a month. My wedding will be in a year.
Oh, wow.
Okay, both of us are close to our mom, though. My sister, who we will call Noel, couldn't give her like a better name. No, yeah. Fucked up, in my opinion. At first, I was on her side, but now I just feel bad for stepdad. Noelle isn't going to have him walk her down and give her away. I understand this is her decision, and when that came out, I helped my mother and stepdad understand that it was her choice. The turning point happened last week when she told us that he will not be sitting at the family table.
Ooh.
Oh, come on, dude. When asked her why, she made it clear he wasn't family to her. Again, her right to be, but damn, he is the reason we had such a good childhood and are debt free. He paid for college and worked a ton. I knew this would result in them not going to the wedding, and they informed my sister. She called me upset and was ranting about how it was her wedding, that she was being abandoned. I had enough and told her she is an idiot if she didn't think her actions would have any type of consequences. She called me a jerk. That's the best that she can come up with. You jerk.
Well, what did you think she was going to say?
I don't know. There's better things out there. Jerk doesn't really, like,
okay.
the delivery
doesn't really
of the
do
word.
it.
Yeah, it doesn't do
I
it.
see.
And she hung up. I'm unsure if I was a jerk, and I feel guilty since I am now closer to my parents, since I promised he can walk me down at my wedding. So herein lies that big question.
Am I the asshole?
For telling my sister she is an idiot if she thought her actions at her wedding wouldn't have consequences.
No, because that's a conversation between sisters. I don't think she's just keeping it real with her. I think the even bigger fuck you is he wasn't even allowed to sit at the family table after doing all that. And what she's not realizing is, I'm sure, like, you know, stepdad, who was actually dad during their whole childhood, was getting ready, you know, to be grandpa, to do all the things. And sounds like he was going to give like a glorious wedding present. And now she's probably going to pout that she doesn't get that either.
Right.
She sounds like a bitch. But yeah. But or you never know. Maybe some shit could have gone down that no one's talking about. You know?
Well, this is from a third person. This is from the sister. That's
my point.
So
you don't know what went on with little sister and stepdad. Maybe she never felt super close. I don't know. Even if okay, she still accepted the money for college and room and board. Yeah. Okay, so it's okay to acknowledge the man then? Like, I don't really consider you my dad, but I'll take your money for fucking college. Well, that just shows you who that daughter is.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So it's like, come on now. We're agreeing 100% on this.
Okay.
And it's just, it baffles me, like...
Now suddenly he's not family.
Right.
Yeah. You watch TikToks like this.
I did.
Of men ranting that they had stepped in and done everything, paid for the whole wedding, and then they wanted bio dad to, like, walk them down. And after he had been... MIA their entire lives.
Yeah. and they want the bio dad, which I get it. You know, he deserves a place regardless of how you might feel about him. I don't think he deserves a place of honor, but he deserves a place. You know,
Right.
he'd sit at table 7.
Right. Well, okay. Well,
Yeah.
that's where I would have done that, because let's say I didn't feel close to this man, but he did all that for me, my
Right.
sister, my mother. I think I wouldn't have had him walk me down the aisle if I was her.
Okay.
I would have walked myself down the aisle
Yeah.
because I don't have, a father figure at that point. But I wouldn't have not had him sit at the table, because he is family and he did do a lot for our family.
But I probably would have said something to my sister, like, I get it's your choice, but not all choices are the right ones. You know what you're what you're doing right now is you're making a staple, and you're telling this guy that you have no you're not being thankful at everything that he did provide for you in your life, even if it's just a gesture of him walking you down the aisle. That's 30 seconds of you saying thank you on the biggest day of your fucking life,
Which I get, but
Yeah.
if she doesn't feel close to them, he's still going to have that moment with the other daughter that he's close to.
Okay. Right.
How often do you get that with each child? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's say you're a man who's had 3 daughters. Did you get to walk all 3 of them down the aisle? Is that just a milestone that society has totally created?
Okay.
That's where I'm going with this.
And okay, that's a valid point. But what if not him, then who?
Then no one. Okay,
Yeah.
she's an even bigger dick if she had someone else walk her down the aisle.
Right. Okay. It doesn't say
But
that in the story.
to shun him and disrespect him after doing all that and be like, you can't sit at the table because you're not
Right.
family, fucking horrible.
Yeah, if I had a daughter and I was treated like this, well, yeah, I'm not going to go to the wedding. You're like, no, you go ahead, be happily ever after.
I agree.
Yeah,
I don't understand
okay.
why she's mad about that.
Yeah, I mean, I'll still invite you over for Christmas and stuff, but you're kind of showing me that you don't have any there's no heart to where I provided for you. Not that I need anything in return monetarily, but a gesture would be nice. Like, really, you're not going to have me sit at the family table? Like, who's more family than me in your life as a father figure? Like, nobody. Like, I'm it. Whether you like it or not, thick or thin, I'm the one who was banging your mom and helping out. I mean, that's it. Like, I'm sorry. Did you enjoy your college? Yeah. Did you enjoy your college? I mean, that was free, right? And while everybody else is struggling, you were able to not work a job and be 100% into your studies because I was taking care of all the bills.
Right. Where I think she fucked up, royally, though, was this is setting the tone for she's young and getting married.
Right.
The rest of their holidays, vacays, now they're going to be shunned from the whole family. Now they can't go on those lavish vacation.
Yeah.
Patriarch of the family is going to be like, fuck you.
Yeah.
You pay your own if you want to come with us.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I would even take it a step further. If I were the brother of the groom,
Okay.
I would be like, listen, if she can treat her own dad like this, how do you think she's going to treat you?
Oh, yeah.
This is the guy who's provided for her whole life. You're just barely coming into the picture after all of this. You know what I mean? Is she going to acknowledge you?
She's going to ask for that open marriage.
That's right. Like, okay, so she's late 20s and she's still acting like this. Like,
a grown-ass brat. Yeah.
I just... well, okay. It's not for everybody, but there you are. So I think we're in total agreement that this girl she has no idea what the repercussions are going to be.
Yeah, but let her find out.
Yeah. I think you're not the asshole, but I'm confused on this. Honestly, did your sister ever express that she didn't consider stepdad family before? This seems like this was out of nowhere. That's right. Here's another one here. Not really. She has all idolized out of dead dad. And was upset when she hit a milestone and he couldn't be there. I think this came out full force on the issue, and she decided to reject stepdad completely. We both didn't have close relationships, but that was due to him working a lot, 60 hours a week to provide.
See, there's that other angle where grief triggered her. It was, and I know you don't believe in that
shit, dude. Fuck no.
Okay.
Get over that shit. Like, oh
she
my
was
God.
triggered.
Fuck that. There's still a life to live. You're going to hide behind that the whole fucking time you're on this earth? Come on.
Okay, what would you do if you were the dad?
Yeah.
And she apologized to you and she realized she fucked up and she said she had that moment. She had grief that came up out of nowhere, because healing is not linear. It comes up, it comes down. It's like a fucking volcano.
I get it.
So let's say she had that explosion where she hit it like, God damn it. Like I had a weird moment like that when I realized, oh my God, that's why I was like, whatever you want to do to get married, because I realized, oh my God, I don't have a dad to walk me down the aisle.
Right.
Then I considered your dad. And then I considered like, do I have my mom do it? Like do I have the boys do it? Like your brain goes everywhere.
Right.
And you never know when that's going to hit. So what would you do if this kid apologized to you and said, hey, I'm sorry. Would you walk her down the aisle after?
I don't know. Probably.
Yeah?
Yeah, I would cave, but I would let her know last minute.
I see.
I would make her sweat a little bit.
Make her sweat.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm a softie like that. Like, I'm not going to ruin her whole wedding because of grief. I'm not going to do that.
Right.
But I will let her know somewhere along the line, maybe after a marriage, like, you know what? I would probably put her on a guilt trip. I would be like, it did hurt my feelings that you didn't consider me family after all I've tried to do for you. And then, this is, you're basically putting me at second fiddle to somebody who's not here anymore.
Fiddle.
You know what I mean? So it's not great. Am I the ass for having to drop for a meeting to talk to you all tomorrow?
Hashtag vote Morrissey. Bye, Mr. Kelly.
Let's do another one, shall we? Okay. Didn't Mickey Mouse walk you down the aisle?
No.
All right, let's see here. Let's do one more.
One more.
Let's see here. Am I the asshole for... Okay, no. Am I the asshole for calling my nephew a sad beige baby? Or am I the asshole for bringing my daughter to my in-laws' party?
Okay.
I'll just read that one. Am I the asshole for bringing my daughter to my in-laws' party? I am 33 male, have been with my wife 33 female for 6 years and married for 3. Okay. We have a 4-year-old son together, and I also have a 9-year-old daughter that I have sole custody from a previous relationship. Barely a relationship, honestly. Recently, my sister-in-law invited us to a restaurant for her birthday, and she told my wife to bring the family, which I took to mean my wife, me, our son, and my daughter. My in-laws have known my daughter since I've been with my wife. They've watched her grow up. I just assumed she was part of the family now. Wow, there's so many lines in this family thing, man. I have friends that are family. You know what I mean? It's like, come on. What is this? My wife went to my sister-in-law's house, and the plan was for me to go to meet them at the restaurant with the kids a little later on. Everything was fine at the meal, but once we got home and the kids were asleep, my wife got really annoyed at me for bringing my daughter. The wife got mad. I thought it was going to be like the in-laws.
Me too.
She said I was wrong for bringing her because she's not family, and that is my sister-in-law didn't want her there. Honestly, never got that impression that my daughter wasn't welcome at any family events on my wife's side, and no one told me not to bring her. A couple of in-laws have been messaging me and calling me things for bringing my daughter. What? My mother-in-law told me I was trying to force them to accept my daughter as family. So here lies the big question.
Am I the asshole?
For bringing my daughter to my in-laws' party. Fuck.
So they've been together that long.
Yeah, 6 years.
So she was 3.
Yes.
And then they have a son together.
Yeah.
And she's prioritizing the son because he's from the both of them.
Right.
They have to have a couple conversations.
It's like, my daughter is part of me. There is no family line.
I know.
When we married, it's for all of us. Yeah.
I agree. Whoa, new wife and her family are the assholes.
Yeah.
Get out now.
Yeah.
Major red flags. Yeah, no.
If you have a talk with her and she stays true to her convictions to the point where, like, yeah, she's not our family, then you got to get the fuck out of that marriage because she's not accepting you 100%.
I agree. And I would be worried, what is my spouse doing with that child when I'm not around? Is it total Cinderella vibes? Like, what's going on?
Like, you know what? We're only 6 years into this, and I'm okay. I'm 33.
Here we go.
You know what I mean?
You can start over again at 33, dude.
There's refraction time, belt.
You're insane.
But that would be a reason. Like, no, you're not accepting me. This is my daughter. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. She's in my life, regardless of how you might feel or how your family is influencing you to say that she's not a part of this family. That's what marriage is. You have no idea what marriage is if you're not accepting the daughter.
Why would she even go into this relationship or marriage at this point and not accept the kid? Or love the kid as their own. I don't.
You're not ready for the marriage. You're not there. That's it. And it sucks that it had to be found out this way at a fucking party.
Imagine what she's teaching the child that they had together.
Oh, yeah.
He probably fucking hates his sister. He probably gets the better presents, the better everything. He has the bigger room. He has the fucking latest technology.
Yeah.
And sister is using like a flip phone.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, right?
No, you're probably hitting it right on the mark. That's a shame. Oh. What are you going to do?
You're not going to do anything. Believe that.
Yeah.
Leave that behind.
All right. Those are beautiful stories, weren't they?
Yes, thank you. Happy holidays, guys.
I got to get going for the day, everybody. Make sure that you hang out with us tomorrow on Thursdays. Jenna going to be on with us tomorrow?
I have no idea. I can text her.
Check it out. Anyway, anything for your fans before we get going for the day?
Happy humping.
Oh, wow. Okay, there you go.
Yes, it's hump day.
It is.
Make sure you're putting that time in, huh? Yeah. So you don't have to ask for that open relationship, but you do you, boo.
Yeah.
What else? Finish your fucking shopping.
Okay.
Check the weather. Go see a show. Oh my God, Rebel, I adore you. You are so right. Ray married Ronnie, even though Julian doesn't accept Ronnie. That's factual. But he sure accepts me every time we babysit our nephew.
Yeah.
Suddenly, I'm sister-in-law. Wow. Okay, happy fucking humping. That's right, girl. Laugh a little harder, babe. Laugh a little harder.
Well, fucking Rebel is funny as shit.
I'm taking a picture of that.
You know what? Let's give Rebel a win for that. There you go.
And
right at the end of the show, coming in clutch, fourth quarter.
We have a wiener.
A wiener.
Rebel wins again. There we go. Make sure you stick around. We got Ronnie C's Christmas Jamboree coming up at 12, everybody. And let's see, it is Wednesday night. We'll see you tomorrow morning, everybody. Make sure you do check out the Music Awards website. And we will tally those up every month and let you know who's in the lead.
Sounds glorious.
Here we go, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.